Let's get it back in the building. Peace to the gods and goddesses, queens and kings, and spiritual light workers on this planet. Hashtag doing what's right at all times. And that's what I'm talking about. Being productive at all times. But now I'm passing through one of my old properties that I had bought at one point to flip and refurnish. And it looks beautiful still. It looks up. It's still like they kept up with it. But it's a beautiful thing to come by something that you put in the effort and work into. So that's why I tell people, always be productive, because the universe will change. You know what I mean? Your situations is how you stand up and how much discipline you have and law. But this is why I say it's good when you put in that work. But you see this property right here? Because I'm talking about property and flipping property. When I used to flip properties, that was one of my properties that I put in that work from. That work in. I bought it at foreclosure. And this property right here, foreclosure property, when I bought it, I put in money into it, over $60,000 or better. Just to get it to where it's at today. But they didn't keep up with it. That was 2 or 3 years ago. But this is one of my properties that I have bought and flipped and fixed it. All the sidings, the grass, all that. The trees that's there, the back of the parking lot, the garage, I did all that. Because you could just imagine what I did in the inside. I did a stand-up / bathtub, one bathroom. So when you taking a bath and your significant other's taking a shower, y'all can both see each other at the same time in a bathroom. That shit was awesome. I told my brother, yo, we're going to turn this into a stand-up / bathtub. And that's what I did. It was a 3-bedroom. Upstairs, 2 downstairs, and a kitchen and living room and side living room. But that property right there was awesome when I put in that work. I bought 6 of them out here and put in that work in every property, because I'm a designer too. So I had to get the contractors, put them to do what they have to do. And this is what I do out here productively. People be like, what are you doing? Yeah. So own properties. I used to flip properties. I used to do all that, buy foreclosure, liens, and all that. And one time I had bought a property, right? They had liens on it because somebody had owned the prop. Matter of fact, it was that same property I was looking at. I did a title search on it, and when they did my title search, the title search came back with no liens. When I went to go sell that property, the lien came up on that property of the last owner of that property, because they had took some cars, they ain't had paid some car insurance, some car notes or whatever. So they put a lien on the property. Putting on the lien on the property on the vehicles, they wanted me to pay the $8,000 lien after I bought the property, and I put my lawyers to do the due diligence of making sure that shit was deed free of all liens. And what happened was they ain't find that little glitch, that loop right there, that it did own the lien. So when I went to go sell it, it came out on the closing of the property, and the owners, the new owners that wanted to buy, they was like, yo, we ain't paying the $8,000 on that lien. You're gonna have to pay for it before we purchase it. I said, pay $8,000 for who? For somebody else's cars that they haven't been repo, for someone else that they still haven't collected that money, or took in the cars from that man after putting a lien. And I didn't even know, after purchasing the property, I'm gonna see who's gonna pay for that. So what I did, I would put pressure. And people was like, yo, you ain't gonna make that happen. I was the first one in Rhode Island that made a title place that searches for liens and properties on the title searches on properties. The first one in Rhode Island to get his $8,000 back. Let me get that. Y'all wildin'. That was y'all mistake. I didn't make that mistake. I can't sell myself something knowing that it owns a lien of $8,000 on vehicles that was not repossessed by the owner of that property before they even lost that property to foreclosure. So that didn't make sense to me. I said, yo, I ain't paying that, so I disputed that. And the man that wanted me to pay $8,000, he said, you ain't gonna make that happen. I told my brother, yo, fall back, I got this. Those that tell me I can't make something happen, I'm gonna make it happen, especially if it's the truth of the matter of what you trying to jerk me for on an $8,000 lien on a property that I don't even own the vehicles you looking for. So if I would have paid the $8,000, I had the rights to go pick up them vehicles with a tow truck, but I didn't want to go through that. And that was the place that was doing the research on the title, doing that research on the title on that property, that they couldn't find that. Since they didn't find it, They paid that $8,000 for me. They gave me back my 8 racks. They was like, yo, we ain't gonna make you pay the 8 racks. It was our fault that we didn't find that lien on that property when we sold it to you. And I got that property. I got them $8,000 back. You gotta use your mind. You gotta know how to strategize. And people don't know when you get properties taken from you with liens on it, that even if the lien was $20,000 lien, whatever remaining money that is left over of that purchase of that lien, you know they supposed to be give it to that owner of that property, right? So say the lien was $20,000 and somebody bought the lien for say $60,000, right? Say $20,000 the lien, $60,000. They owe you $40,000. But I'm not even gonna go there, because people don't even know what I'm talking about. That's why you gotta just drop the Jews on people and let them go do their own research. They're like, huh? What he just said? Yes. Anybody who got a lien on their property, they got their property taken on because of a lien, foreclosure, lien on it. You know, whatever remaining balance over that, they supposed to give it to the owner. They owned it before that person bought that property. So if it was a balance, the bank stays with that balance. I blow up the bank's fucking games. The bank is grimy. The bank they extort you. So they would sell your property with a lien. So you lost the property and it has a lien. They would sell your property for more than what it's worth. That the lien is not the lien, is the amount of that a lien. Sell it for more than that amount, and then they pocket the rest of that money. But people don't know they could go retrieve that shit with a lawyer. How much this property was sold for? How much the lien was? How much the lien was on it? Oh, $20,000. They sold the fucking property with the lien on it for $60,000. Yo, go collect your money. Y'all want me to teach y'all something y'all don't know? And people who want to purchase properties, people don't know if y'all purchase properties, right? And when y'all gonna go close on the deed, make sure that there's no third parties hitting agenda behind the scenes when y'all purchase that property. Because people don't know, 90% of the people in the population on this universe, they don't know when they buy properties, the bank has a third party that you don't know about on the deed itself. And so when you sign off on it, the third party of the person that owns that deed or that land or that property, you don't know about it up to they put a lien on you. So what people need to do is make sure that the title is lien free from all third parties, make themselves full responsible for the property between both parties that's going to purchase the property. So when they do, they could put liens on each other and no third party liens could come in between y'all. And up till y'all don't pay the debt, nobody could come take that property from y'all. Want more mathematics, family? Because I drop jewels for people in the future to learn how to buy también land. So if you're going to buy land, make sure there's no third party through the bank itself, that when they sell you that property, it's third parties on that. Make sure it's no third parties on that property. And when you go purchase it, and you go own it. Make yourself 100% of that property, so when they do close the deal, nobody's behind the scenes that you don't know. So God forbid, if you can't pay 1 month of mortgage, or say the taxes at the end of the year, this third party hitting Ghost Rider comes out of left field, put a lien on your ass, and until you don't pay him, he'll take your property for penny on the dollar and then sell that property for more and pocket it. So with that, I'm going to let y'all go, because documentation beats conversation, family. And hashtag do what's right. Gods and goddesses, peace to the kings and queens and spiritual light workers on this planet who's doing the right thing. Share this information for those who's about to buy land and don't even know what they're about to get themselves into. So share, prescribe, thumbs up, love. That's what's popping. But people don't want to know about something that benefits, because I know nobody's going to buy land no time soon that's following, right? Yeah, whatever. Go get them lands, go get them acres. Make sure you buy the acre of lands before you buy the house on the land and pay taxes on the house and the land without owning the land. Own the land and then put the house on top of the land, and you'll be cheaper and you will get something more out of it in the long run. And if you invest in what you already have and you upgrade, then eventually when you go sell, you could get more money for it at this end of the day, because what you upgrade is what's going to bring residual income and value to the property. People don't know how to bring value to the property. You upgrade the kitchen, you upgrade the bathroom. Those are the places people go to the most, bathrooms and kitchens. So if you could put the bathroom immaculate and make the kitchen look immaculate, that's what's up. But you can never give up, and you have to be very disciplined what it is, subconscious and conscious awareness of what you want to do, especially when it got to do with owning land and property. So eventually I get there back on that 8 game, buy me a couple of acres, and we'll be out here. Anyway, I already learned all them tricks. That's why I went to seminars and taught myself along the way, along the route. Because I couldn't let nobody feed me this information that I already knew. So if I want to know something that I don't know about, I might as well go to class. I might as well go learn something about it and go get in tune with it and go do my research on what it is that benefit me. So I went to Dean Grazian seminars. Everybody know who Dean Grazian, and I bought my LLC through them. I made my own business. I became my own boss, and anybody that worked for me knew that I brought that idea to them. So 90% of my employees or people that worked with me knew that I brought them ideas that they want to run with, and at the end of the day, make it theirs, but not help me in return in the long run. Because I could put people, I put a lot of people on to what I do. And you know, they own properties, they own land, and they found other loops, and they said, forget Ether. Ether taught us, but we gonna leave him where he stand. But remember, I'm not in a rush. Family, I'm not in a rush. You know the turtle beat the rabbit, and then he made his foot, the rabbit foot, as a lucky charm, and he says, yo, you know I got your foot, you can't run no more because I beat you at the race, so I'm gonna use your foot as a lucky charm to keep the luck. Yo, the turtle, somebody's calling me. The turtle chopped off the rabbit's foot and made it a lucky charm for himself and said, I told you I beat you. I'm not in a rush. I'm slow motion with it. But I know what I'm doing at all times. I love myself, love y'all more. Peace to the gods and goddesses, spiritual light workers on this planet. Hashtag do what's right, because energy ether is. Yep, let's get it. About to exit off. So I could just relax for a couple of seconds. Take my mind off the road, because I've been in this car since like 9 o'clock this morning. What time is it, family? Let's get it. Energy ether don't stop. Let's get it. Hashtag do what's right. Hashtag team me support. Cash App team me support. Donate a penny. Let's get it. Let's get these acres of land. Let's get something going. Let's get a project. Let's participate. Let's get it together. And with that alone, I'm letting y'all go.